was scrolling through some YouTube shorts and it had this one chick coming out with a lasso and wrangling something. It didn't show, but whatever. It instantly made me think of this one time that happened when we were growing up. And so the story is that growing up, I lived in the middle of fields. Like, it wasn't our fields, but there was, like, just acres and acres of fields. We owned a few cows, a couple of cows, and we owned some horses. And so the cows, when we had them, would always get out of the fucking fence. And so, like, the neighbors were getting pissed off because they were, like, way the fuck down the road. They were, like, miles away. But our cows would come out and they would get into their pasture. And there were times that the cows decided they were going to go and they were just going to sit in the middle of a fucking ditch way down the road. And me and my brother, I remember there was this one specific time, and it still cracks me up to this day. Our cows had gotten out. We knew as soon as we got off the bus, we were like, fuck, the cows are out. So, because we knew that everybody was going to get pissed off, because our cows were roaming free yet again, we go all the way down this fucking dirt road that we lived on, and we find the cows, and they're just straight up laying in a ditch, and we have to wrangle these fucking cows down back to our house. We weren't, like, incredible cowboy people. Like, we didn't do, like, shows and shit. Like, we didn't do that. We just had these fucking cows, and I guess eventually we would butcher them. That was, like, the purpose of the fucking cows. We go down, these cows are laying on the fucking ground, we're trying to get the fucking cows to get up and go back home, and this guy comes down the road, he stops his truck, and he looks at us like we're fucking struggling to get these cows to go where we want them to, and he's like, hey, do you guys need a lasso? We were just like, no thank you, because neither one of us knew how to use a fucking lasso. The only thing that we knew was to push the fucking cows into our fucking pasture that we had. And it was just always something that cracked me up, because me and my brother, both being the people that we were, like, we still had no fucking clue how to do, like, some of this country shit, even though we had fucking cows and horses. But we didn't know how to fucking do this shit. We brushed them and fed them, and that was, like, a lot of what we did. But that time that those cows got out and we had to go down the road and chase after the fucking cows because they had gotten out again, and this cowboy comes coming up the road, driving up the road, and he's like, hey, do you guys need a lasso? We're just like, both of us didn't say it, but we're both thinking, we don't know how to use a fucking lasso. All we know how to do is just fucking push the cows to go home. And so I saw that video of that chick using the lasso, and it instantly made me think of that. And it's still just one of those funny moments that happened in my life. So I had to share.